Holding back on that Dark Iron Skulker ended up being the correct call.
Yeah,
Nice play.
Undoubtedly would have lost. I think if he had gone for the other line. I mean, this kind of a little bit telling, like maybe how much the pressure would have added up. I think they're both winning lines, but I think Chess Dudes is way more winning, and that's really kind of the definition of the marquee players is they can find winning lines, but then the very best ones can find ones that win even more than that in terms of percentages. And
what's better than winning? Winning more.
Yeah, and
what's better than winning once? Winning twice.
Yeah, Chess Dude. I mean, again, he has not really had the series here today to show it, but I think if you peer reviewed his play, a lot of people would go, "Yeah, Chess Dude's playing magnificent."
Yeah. All right. Well, StrifeCro still got to find a win with the Zoo Warlock. Chess Dude has got to beat it with Shaman now and Warrior if he wants to take this one home and move on to the decider match. Keep in mind, these guys still have to win one more game. Whoever comes out on top in the series has to face off against the Rat in the decider match.
And I'm glad he's getting a rest because that guy had a grueling series.
Yeah.
That he just played.
Yeah.
And this guy's going to have to hop back into it. So Control Warrior versus Zoo. And StrifeCro has one of those kinds of Zoo hands.
Chess Dude has one of those kinds of Warrior hands.
The mulligan for Fiery War Axe hand?
What? Brawl's fantastic.
No way. You mulligan for Fiery War Axe.
I'd 3 keep.
3 keep. TJ would lose this game.
I always find myself in a situation in some decks where I just want everything. I'm like, I'll keep the Brawl. I keep Brawl 100% of the time.
How well are you doing versus Zoo with Warrior? Curiously,
I don't know. I haven't played Control Warrior at all since New Zoo. But Brawl is so important.
I'll tell you what. When I'm playing Zoo, the number one thing I never want to see is just Fiery War Axe. Like Brawl's tough.
Who cares about Fiery War Axe?
Yeah.
When you have Brawl.
We'll see who ends up winning this one. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. And I hope I am for Chess Dude's sake. Yeah, given what we've seen from StrifeCro, I imagine this is going to be a life tap.
Yeah. Surprised that he just coined out. I mean, I guess he wanted to protect the Flame Imp from a possible Fiery War Axe. He did see a 1 keep from Chess Dude. And, you know, a lot of times that does indicate that 1 keep is a Fiery War Axe. Because that's usually one of those cards where you just keep that one.
Yep.
But, yeah. StrifeCro. When you miss that turn too, though, I mean, that's just asking, yearning for a bruising.
I'm just going to get this Councilman on board. I mean, maybe he goes for Imp King Boss here instead. I mean, the Councilman's just looking so good.
Yeah.
Councilman's one of the scariest minions in Zoo. Like, every time someone plays that and I can't kill it, I'm like, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
StrifeCro just going to play the Imp Boss here. Kind of, I think, playing a little bit more to the board here. You know, maybe his plan is to get a Brawl all out and then follow up with Councilman. That's certainly worth consideration.
Yeah.
We'll see where he wants to take this now. Yeah, Councilman's looking mighty good.
Indeed.
Yeah, protect the Councilman. Start swinging.
Ooh, Ravaging Ghoul.
Mediocre.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that matches up so nicely against this Darkshire Councilman. I'm like, well, maybe not. Man, good thing he kept this Brawl.
Yeah, now I can stay in his hand for a while.
The thing is, though, the times where you don't keep the Brawl, it's when it's in the bottom 10 cards of your deck. And then you're staring at a board full of 7 minions. And you're like, I can't kill any of them. But if I had Brawl, I could kill 6 of them.
I mean, it's definitely a very powerful card. It's just, you know, sacrificing some of your early game to get this done is... It's scary. I mean, the damage can really pile up. And the thing about it is Strifecrow can feel free to take this slow and just draw 2 cards a turn. And eventually chip away enough that you start getting into that burst range. And Chess Dude is going to go for the execute here. He says that the Councilman is too scary.
It is very scary.
I'm curious to see how Strifecrow is going to play this. I mean, given that he life tapped out here on 2, and if he's playing that, he's definitely playing the full board out. And this is almost certainly going to lead into Brawl. And Power Overwhelming is looking mighty good here. Just in this matchup, the way you do it is you chip away at the life total and then just get 1 big burst turn.
Yeah. How is he going to trade this in? I mean, assume he just traded Imp Gang Boss plus the Imp.
Well, if he trades Imp Gang Boss, he gets a Juggle first, and then he could Mortal Coil afterwards. And I'm guessing the Mortal Coil is kind of where he's got his eye right now.
Yeah. But this is going to be 100% board clear for Chess Dude. I mean, I can imagine this is the turn for Brawl. You can follow it up with Chill Maw, and you're probably sitting pretty at that stage.
Looking like it's going to be the play. Baron Geddon even to add more pressure to that. Yeah, suddenly the game's looking pretty poor for Strifecrow, but I'll tell you what, it's because of the Fire Warx. More so than it is the Brawl.
Nope, because of this Brawl.
It's definitely because of the Fire Warx. Fire Warx has already killed 2 things.
Hashtag Team Brawl!
Like, if he didn't have the Brawl here, he could just take some more damage and just drop the Baron Geddon and still be fine.
Hashtag Fire Warx sucks. Spell it S-U-X as well, please. Thank you.
And you have to spell out hashtag and put the actual hashtag in front of it.
I mean,
and I wanted to call it a pound sign, but then 80% of the people watching wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, who brings an axe to a Brawl fight? Jeez.
It's Chess Dude. Now, honestly, I think a 1-1 is probably Strifecrow's best result here to live. Simply because Chess Dude might not attack a 1-1. He might not even attack this. And we've seen him play so conservatively. Say Strifecrow reloads with a Darkshire Councilman, Baron Geddon plus the Fireworks would take that out. So this is where we start the life taps.
Oh, he Forbidden Rituals.
Yeah, this game's looking mighty grim right now.
I mean, I'd be inclined to Forbidden Ritual there, but I mean, he knows that Baron Geddon's in this deck if he's been paying attention, so
as well
makes the power play, but
yeah, but I don't see a real reason to stick this 2 on a board other than the intent to maybe have to Power Overwhelming this to trade up next turn.
I mean, this challenges Chill Maw.
Yeah, I think it's something he's certainly thinking about.
Can Strifecrow do it?
Ooh, if Karen's the play. I think Karen's a little bit better here, honestly.
Yeah.
If only you could Forbidden Ritual for 3.
Just gives you a little ticker that you can, like, scale up and down. I'll take 3.
I'd kind of like that.
Give me 3, Bill.
Yeah, this is going to be attack face for Strifecrow. He has got to find a way to get damage, and trading with a Karen is not what Zoo wants to do.
No. He can Soulfire and Mortal Coil, Power Overwhelming his Abusive Sergeant, trade it in.
Well, I mean, I guess the Forbidden Ritual's looking pretty good here. It does kind of put Chess Dude in a position where he does need to have some sort of AoE, and the Argent Horse Rider can be an activator for that Power Overwhelming directly from hand.
Mm-hmm.
This also puts you in a position where maybe you get to Gormok next turn as well.
But
it's going to be Argent Horse Rider face. I think this is a better plan. So here we go. Minion's going to be left behind in the face of this Baron Geddon anyway. Yeah, but I like adding the Forbidden Ritual too. I mean, just go wide on the board. Make Chess Dude have some sort of answer to this. And it's pretty solid. I mean, he's going to fall to 16 from it. But man, is his board going to be strong. And the fact that he can clock Strife Crow right back by reinforcing with the Chill Maul afterwards. I don't think the damage that he's going to end up taking as a result of this is very consequential. I'm sorry, he'll be at 14 because of the Baron Geddon. Ooh.
He dies to Leroy Powerwarming Soulfire.
No, he's pretty much going to die to that anyway.
Yeah.
It's a pretty hard one to prevent from happening right now.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think that's the play, especially with this attack.
He needs to get past, like, one more turn, and I think he's going to be looking good after that.
Yeah. It's the point of stabilization. We'll see if he can push through.
Oh, 10, 14. Strife Crow's 2 damage off right now.
Whoa. Does he have 2 damage in this deck? Another Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah,
or he can Mortal Coil for Leroy.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Whoa, he's done it! Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh, Strife Crow draws back-to-back power overwhelming. He's going to close this series out 3-1 versus Chess Dude, and look at that smile. Unbelievable.
Wow. Insane. And Chess Dude probably just cannot believe that one. Not a good day for Chess Dude, but ultimately a little bit better of a day for Strife Crow as he takes that win, takes the series, and will move on to play the Rat Cider. That was slim pickings. I mean, he had a few outs. With that Mortal Coil, he could have picked up Leroy, could have picked up Abusive Sergeant. Both lethal. So he had about 3 outs in his deck in order to find a win there. But putting himself in that position was pretty tough. So I don't think Chess Dude navigated that any poorly at all. I think he played pretty well across the whole series. I gave him some
Fiery War Axe.
Yeah. That brawl saved him the game.
I'm gonna hammer him on that one. That's my personal stick-in of the day.
All right.
Fiery War Axe, the winning card.
Well, it's been a long day. We have one more match remaining to finish off Group B. Shoop's waiting tomorrow, and now we're going to see the Rat versus Strife Crow to find out the second player to move on from Group B. But, of course, before we jump into that match, we're going to have to go to just a quick break. But don't go anywhere, guys. The conclusion to Group B of feature number 3 here at the ONOG circuit right after this.